Well, hello there, Pottertastic. Sorry, that was a rather stupid voice. Well, I'm Bex, and I'm going to be your Thursday for the next 2 weeks, is it? Yeah, it was meant to be 3, but I swanned off to Cyprus, which is amazing, by the way. Everyone should do it. That's not what I'm here to talk about. Yeah, you should know I'm very good at going off on tangents. I'd figured since most of you don't know that much about me, and there's not really any discussion topic for this week, is there? I don't think so. I'd just use this video to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm not that interesting, but here goes. I'm Bex, like I already said. Call me Becky, and you will die painfully. But I'm nice to you as long as you don't call me Becky. I am a lovely person, really. I promise. Obviously, I love Harry Potter. Otherwise, I wouldn't really be here. Apart from Harry Potter, my other favourite books are, I forgot what it's called, that's really bad, isn't it? The Fire Within series by Crystal Lacey and the Narnia series by C.S. Lewis. I'm going to get a pull right now, not good. I'm from Yorkshire in the UK, which is the worst accent in the world, so you're going to have to cope with that, I'm afraid. Don't pronounce T's or H's ever. And I also can't pronounce the letter R, but that's just me. Hobbies? Well, mostly I spend every day of my life doing music. Yes, I have my flute on my bed. I had to go in there. That's like my signature tune. I play that on about 5, probably more instruments. Doesn't mean I can play 5 instruments, but I can play Hedwig's theme on 5 instruments. Besides music, I do a little bit of photography. I'm not that good at that, and I write quite a bit as well. I don't know how much you can see, but behind me on the wall I've got some of my plans. That one there, if you can see it, I don't know if you can, is a nod to J.K. Rowling, because I'm that cool. I write poetry, and I'm in the middle of my first novel. Well, in the middle. I've been writing it a year and I'm on chapter 3. But besides, oh, my brother's downstairs. I don't like talking on camera when people are in the house. I'm going to ignore that. Yeah, apart from that, I write novels, a little bit, and fan fiction. What else? There must be something about myself to tell you. First got into Harry Potter when I was, I don't know, I must have been tiny. My mum got the first book on a ferry on the way to France. She'd read a review of it, I don't know, that day, and seen the book on the ferry and thought she'd read it to us while we were in France, just for something to do. And so I can really remember her reading the first chapter and just being completely, excuse the pun, spellbound. It's a terrible word to use, but there is no other way of describing it. I was just hooked from then. I must have been 4 or 5, I don't know. It's not long after it had come out, and I was hooked from then. First got into the fandom, I think it'll be 2 years now. It was literally a week before Hallows came out, because I sort of had formulated my own theories and things. I'd sort of fallen out of reading them for a while, and then I came just before Hallows came out. I was reading Half-Blood Prince again just to remind myself of what had been going on, and sort of, you know, the whole spoiler warning, you've all read it. But the whole Regulus Black thing, I sort of thought of that, and I just wondered if anybody else had had the same idea, and googled it and found all these amazing forums, and DA, of course, which is my life, DeviantArt. Yeah, that's how I got into the fandom. I spend a lot of time knocking things over. I spend a lot of time on the internet because I suppose you'd call me a closeted Potter fan. It's not something I live out in my daily life, it's something I sort of live out through the internet. I've never even been to a midnight release. Cry. No, I don't have any friends that are that into it. No one would go with me, and my mum refuses to take me to things like that because she knows I won't sleep for days until I've finished the book. I'm sure there was more to say, but yeah, I think that's it. I'm looking forward to next week. This has been fun. Bye for now.